Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Insider channel. I am the Crypto Insider, back with another cryptocurrency video regarding the blood in the streets over the last night. Pretty good sell-off. It looks like most people have probably lost 20 to 30% of the value of their bags. We'll talk about that as well as some stories surrounding it that I've seen pop up over the past couple of hours. Before we do that, I'd like to say that we don't sell anything at the channel, but we do donate to charity for each new subscriber. On the screen before you, you'll see that we donated 1 XRP to @GoodXRP, who broke it down and sent it off to those charities listed. I'd also like to disclaim that I am not a tax accountant, stockbroker, registered investment advisor, or anything like that. I'm just a guy that works in the fintech space who talks about cryptocurrencies. All right, so let's look at the prices first. You know, I think I remember something like yesterday maybe saying that I don't know how low it will go. It was hard for me to envision XRP dropping under that 20-cent mark, but it has, and most of the coins are way down. But I did say, you know, I did not predict that there would be a bigger crash, but I have said over the past week that we're going to see more of this volatility, more of this ups and downs, as Bitcoin and the money from the traditional markets tries to find a place to go and tries to find the safest havens. The charts are going to look a little weird. Some due to the coronavirus, some due to other things, which is what we're going to look at. We have an article from Forbes, Billy Bambro, who talks about the real reason behind Bitcoin's crash. But let's just look at what we've got going on here. Bitcoin has used this opportunity to seize a little more dominance, up to 65.74%. Nothing really noteworthy about that, but just about everything is down from yesterday. Some stuff is recovering in the past hour. You can see 8% gains in Chainlink and 8% gains in Tezos, but still down 30%, 21% from the day. Bitcoin still down 22%. XRP not taking as big of a percentage hit as some of the other coins. XRP actually, in my opinion, is faring better than most any coin in the top 10. Only down 19%, up 3% in the past hour. So people are definitely holding on with XRP a little more, I'd say, than some of the other coins, but it could just be that it doesn't have as far to fall as these other coins do too, because these other coins have significantly more value on a per unit basis. Let's see. When I say value, I mean fiat value, not utility. I think XRP has more utility than just about every coin in the top 10. Speaking of top 10, it looks like Tezos bumped its way in there. I don't know. I haven't been watching it if it's always been there, but that's odd to me. I want to say it may not have been yesterday. I'd have to go back and look at the video. So everything's down. I'm not seeing really any big gainers here over the past day. Anything notable? I know our H bar really took a hit, moved down a couple in the market cap list, down 39% since yesterday, up 5% in the past hour. I've been using this opportunity to buy some other positions, but we'll see if it keeps going. I doubt it will. It's probably going to do a huge jump at some point. But I'd like to strengthen my position there as well. I've been buying some of the other ones that, Link I just had a little bit of. I still only have a little bit of it, but I bought some more Link and some more Tezos. I have a much stronger Tezos position than Link right now. Let's look at our Coinalyze over the past hour. It's saying we're up 3.34%. XRP is sitting at 16.5 cents. So definitely taking a hit over the last 30 days, but everything is. I know that just that the circuit breaker on the Dow on the stock market was thrown several times today. I don't know what stocks are actually doing right now because I've been looking at this crypto stuff. As soon as I'm done with this video, I'll go in and look more at the markets. But it's there's blood in the streets everywhere, and people are going for the safest bets probably. I want to say this isn't going to last long. I think this is a large overreaction. I think everything that's happening is a huge overreaction to what's actually happening. People are buying out things like toilet paper and hand sanitizer. And it reminds me, living in Texas, Austin, Texas, is where I make these videos from. Several years ago, we had a Hurricane Harvey, and right after the hurricane, there was a gas shortage, but there wasn't really a gas shortage. There was enough gas to go around, but since people got it in their mind that there was a gas shortage, they all started buying gas, and there were lines, just huge lines to get gasoline in your car, and they created a gas shortage when there was no reason for there to be a gas shortage. And that's what I think is happening with this toilet paper and hand sanitizer stuff. Look, if somebody's buying up large quantities of toilet paper and hand sanitizer in preparation for a crisis, it shows, one, that they do not know how to prepare for a crisis. And two, they'll probably be dead within the first 2 weeks if an actual crisis happens. But hey, at least they will have a clean butthole and their hands will be properly sanitized. It's ridiculous, a lot of this overreaction to the coronavirus so far. And I can't speak for everybody, but I could bet that anybody listening to this video has never even met anyone that's infected with the coronavirus at this point. So, how worried is everyone? Panic-stricken due to reading stories, but does the reality actually reflect the news reporting? I don't think it does yet. I'm hoping it never does. But I'm just saying, I think we're overblowing things for now, and I think that's translating into our stock markets and into our cryptocurrencies as well. All right, so this first story is from Herald Sheets. Analyst, expect XRP at sub 10 cents. Supposed Ripple's XRP. Why do they say Ripple's XRP? Ripple's XRP. Identified on Twitter as Curtis has recently averred that XRP could further drop to sub 10 cents, considering the fact that the cryptocurrency market is highly correlated with risk on assets. Curtis shared this assertion a couple of hours ago after a close look at the present situation in the crypto market and how digital currencies align with conventional assets in the current financial regression. In his tweet, he pointed out that the present market conditions in traditional finance are terrible. He added that further losses should be expected, and then has a tweet from Curtis there. I don't know Curtis, and I don't know if he has a channel or if people are following him on the tweets. I did go to his Twitter feed briefly, and it's it seemed that a lot of what was going on there was things like IMF or XRP to become IMF global currency, and when I start seeing that stuff, and that stuff is just loosely based off of documents that people might find, and I, I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm the type that I'm not going to really say much about that sort of stuff until it does happen. Because there are a lot of things that people write down in paper that never come to pass. And just because, you found it in a document at the IMF's website, or somebody claims that they know something, I recognize everybody wants to be the first one and you know, be the story breaker and have it right before anyone else does. But that drive really leads to some bad reporting and bad storytelling, in my opinion. But Curtis does, this is just one analyst, and we cover lots of different analyst people that get involved in the charting. We've had people say XRP is going to go as high as $2,000, and now we have one that's saying it's going to be at sub 10 cents. So, opinions are like buttholes, and everybody has one. I don't know. It was hard for me to envision that we would drop so far beneath 20 cents overnight. So it's possible. It can happen. Certainly volatility can happen. I can't imagine 10-cent XRP. I did buy some at 15 something, just to stock up my bags. But I'm always stocking up my bags regardless of price. It's more of a dollar cost thing. Let's go to Forbes Billy Bambro, and I sent him a tweet earlier. I don't know if you follow me, but I'm at Crypto Insider or at C Insider on Twitter. But I gotta ask, because it's even in the link, Ripple's XRP, then it's down here, Ripple's XRP, and I'm curious to know whether he's talking about the XRP that Ripple has in escrow, that they release programmatically every month. I know he's not. He's just considering XRP to be Ripple's. But I'm wondering why he doesn't say Vitalik's Ethereum and Satoshi's Bitcoin. Why is it Ripple's XRP? It doesn't make any sense to me. And so I sent Billy Bambro and Forbes a tweet asking that question. The Bitcoin price, which had been trading around $10,000 per Bitcoin just last week, is now down almost 30% over the last 7 days, after suddenly plummeting this morning and wiping out all of its 2020 gains. Bitcoin's sudden sell-off was put down to global market turmoil sparked by oil cartel OPEC's failure to agree on a supply cut, sending the oil price to historic lows, but some think Bitcoin's move lower could have its origins elsewhere. And now he gets into the sudden drop in prices seems to arise out of the selling of Bitcoin by Plus token. And there was a Ponzi scheme, apparently, that swept China and Korea over the last few years and saw $2 billion worth of Bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies. And apparently a lot of this Bitcoin has gone into the mixers to be washed. They're trying to obfuscate where it goes, and probably cash out. The fraudsters may have then sold off the Bitcoins, causing prices to fall as supply flooded the market, according to Singhal. The Bitcoin price fell by almost 1,000 per Bitcoin on Saturday before stock markets and other assets crashed. Plus token scam moved another 13,000 Bitcoins yesterday, said cryptocurrency analyst Kevin Svensson. They also did something similar after Bitcoin crossed above the $10,000 line this year. They are slamming the market with sell orders. Essentially, we have a giant well unloading after every move up. So it looks like, in addition to any sort of virus fears or OPEC oil cuts, that we're also seeing a little bit of sell or supply activity from these scammers. Now, I haven't been following that closely, but I'm sure that we have that somebody's hired chain analysis or Chainalysis, I don't know how you say their name, or some such similar company to examine the Bitcoin ledger and determine where these Bitcoins are going, who's buying them, who's selling them, and it's a very good likelihood that they will be caught. Bitcoin isn't exactly as anonymous as a lot of people think it is. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have for today. I'm going to continue to monitor the market throughout the rest of the day. There's my music. Go ahead, like and subscribe, and we'll be back with another video tomorrow. I'll pop up some videos for you to watch, and we will see you later.